Do you even really know why you're doing all of this? Why you're keeping up with the sleepless nights? Why you're building the thing you're building? Because now this was a problem that I actually faced the first 3 years of trying and struggling to find something to actually monetize. If yeah, monetize, yeah. Because for the past 3 years, I've had this agency, Farage Agencies, which of course right now it's in the shambles. Yeah, I know it's a very odd thing to document that I should document my profits and all that, but it's in the shambles. You know why? Because I did not really have an agenda as to why I'm doing all of this. What's my motive? What's my drive? What's making me wake up each and every morning, disciplined to actually work hard each and every day? You see, now that was a problem. And when I actually sat down and thought about this, is I didn't really know why I was actually doing this. I was actually doing this for others to think I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? You see, not the pressure that's posed online. You get to see these people with big cars, these young people with good cars, good watches, every single thing. You tend to ask yourself, why can't I do that? And actually show off. Yeah. So I guess the reason why most people start something is because maybe they want to get better, or on the other hand, they want to show people they can get better. And that's a bit of a problem because you will actually fail in that, because you will actually be struggling to post what you're doing other than actually doing the right thing. And that's something I've actually faced over the past few years. Yeah, because I used to post majorly, and that's why I deleted most of my posts, because all of them were fake. There was no work actually happening. There was nothing actually occurring. It was just me sitting down and planning the right layout that will make me think that I'm serious with my business, and then that fucked me up very, very badly. And what I tend to think is I never really had a drive. I never really knew what I wanted, why I was doing this, and then I actually sat down and thought, all this, I'm doing it for me. I'm doing it to profit for me, not for any other person. I'm doing it for the betterment of me, not for any other person. And when you actually get this into your senses, you actually find another different way to motivate yourself, because when you actually line yourself up with the motivation from others, says that you're posting and then you're getting like 20 views and they're like, oh no, these people are not watching me, and then it reduces your discipline from here to here because you're seeing it not working immediately. You want the satisfactory ending other than the process. You want to get there immediately other than actually working it up, because I actually sat down and thought to myself that it took me 3 years and I failed. What's going to prevent my next 3 years from failing? You see, and for those 3 years I failed not because I did not know what to do, but because I knew what to do, but I wasn't in line with what I'm supposed to do. You get what I'm saying? So every single time I actually sit down, I'm not thinking about the process of growing the agency. I'm thinking about the process of growing the people who watch me growing the agency. And that's not a bad thing and not a good thing at the same time, because there's a very big indifference. I don't know if that's even an English word, but there's a very big difference in why you're doing this, for you or for the other person. So honestly speaking, I really believe that you should actually sit down and ask yourself why you're doing this. You know, what's your motivation for actually doing this? Is it because you want to get better? Is it because you want to prove a point? Is it because you want revenge? Is it because you want to seem like you're actually working? And then you should actually sit down with yourself and actually talk to yourself and understand as to why you're doing this, and get in line with what's right to you. Yeah, and that way you'll see a very, very tremendous change when it comes to actually profiting from your own business, or profiting from your own, it's not particularly in business, maybe fitness, maybe art, anything you are actually doing. I think when you find the purpose of doing it, it motivates you more to actually keep on doing it. Yeah. And well, the second thing is actually having a plan. Well, a roadmap, something about where you're beginning to the end, or not specifically the end, but your 1 week plan, 1 month plan, 1 year plan, 5 years plan. You see, now people, I know not everything actually goes according to plan. I know that things change. There's actually maybe the path is not always straight. Yeah, sometimes it gets a little bit difficult. when it comes to following your own plans, but at least have that plan, that 1 week plan, that maybe tomorrow or the next day I'm supposed to be doing this. I'm supposed to be calling this client. I'm supposed to be checking my emails. I'm supposed to post 1 thing this week, or 2 things, or 3 things. I think the plans make you be consistent with what you're actually trying to achieve. When you actually plan that tomorrow morning at 6, I'll wake up and go to the gym, you wake up and go to the gym. That's a plan. But then when you fail to have a plan and think, yeah, I'll just figure it out tomorrow, it doesn't really work, because your mind will be in shambles. You won't have anything that's motivating you to do what's supposed to be done the next day, because you have not written it down, because not specifically written it down, but not thought about it before. Yeah. So I tend to think that a plan is actually worth it, because it shows even the amount of seriousness you have for your own self, not towards others, but to your own self. When you sit down and say, damn, this week I have a lot of work to do, you know what you're supposed to do, other than sitting around and saying, I don't know what I'm supposed to do, I'm just going to do something. At least it's all about participate. It's not all about participating. It's all about actually putting your work in, you know. And actually, I know majorly people actually give up because they never see results in a week, in a month, you know. It's all about trying the hardest, such that there's no odd that can make you fail. You see, when you try the hardest and you be consistent with it, you fail, you wake up, you fail, you wake up, you fail, you wake up, it will actually work in the eventual end. I learned this the hard way, because for the past 3 years, I just was there self-hating on myself, you know actually trying to fake the pain. You get what I'm saying? Trying to feel like I'm worthless, whereas I'm not. It's just I didn't know what to do. So I thought of myself as a failure, and this is a very, very bad thing to have, because now you'll be less motivated to work, and then you'll waste the rest of the 3 years or 5 years you've had doing nothing. That's what exactly happened to me. So have a plan, have an agenda, have something you're actually doing this week, or the next day, or the next month, or the next year. Have something. Yeah. And now I know we are coming to the end of 2025, and we have only 2 months left. Do something. No matter how small it is, just plan on it. Make sure you actually tick that box by the end of the year, and everything will be all right, I guess. And also being authentic. Is something that's very misunderstood concept when it comes to being a person. What's your personality? You get what I'm saying? For me, for the past 3 years, I came on the socials trying to impersonate someone I'm not. Oh, a strict businessman who does this, that. It's pathetic. It's not me. You see, I love fun. I love having fun. I waste time a lot, and that's me. And that's why I decided to show the process of me wasting time having fun, and also trying to work. I'm not very good at time management. I'm not very good at consistency. I'm not very good in that. And that's just the raw you. And working on yourself, I think that's the authentic you. It's not all about coming on here and showing that you're a professional at meditation or doing this and doing. It's about showing us who you really are. And that's how you interact with other people. You see, now when you fake your personality to another person, it's gonna be awkward. You see? So just be authentic with your own thing. Stop forcing what you see other people doing, and if it doesn't sit right to you, don't do it. Be you. Just make your own thing, build your own thing, be your own thing. So being authentic doesn't really mean personal wise. It means what you actually stand for, what you're actually doing, what you think can be monetized. Just follow your own, and like, not to say passion, but what you think is right. Yeah. So be authentic. So, well, that's all I can say for this video. So yeah, I think those are 3 of the biggest lessons I've learned for the past 3 years, or this is the fourth year actually. 4 years of building an agency, failing and failing and failing over and over again. But now I think I'm ready to actually move to the next step, actually building the thing the right way, with the right path and the right plan. So I guess, welcome.